it's been exactly 1 year since I quit smoking cigarettes. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, my friends have not been as supportive. I said almost the same thing to my buddy last week. I was like, dude, next week it'll have been a year since I smoked a cigarette. He goes, what do you want, a trophy? I said, no, I want a cigarette. Did you hear me just now? A year, you know how hard it is? Can't smoke a trophy. I would know too, actually. I'm also proud to announce it's been exactly 1 week since I tried to smoke a trophy. So.
This is Laughs. Remember that show with all the great comics that your friend said was really funny? This is that show. You're watching it. Good news, your friend was right. Welcome to Laughs. I'm Lace Larrabee, and instead of doing stand-up on tonight's show, I'm hosting it. They're letting me pick the comics. How fun is that? All I have to do is stuff like this. And now, watch this funny person. Can I do that again?
So, I am in an interracial relationship. My husband is white. I am of an Asian background. When people see us together, they immediately assume that he's the one with the fetish, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? He's got yellow fever. He wants to get down Gangnam Style. And it makes me upset because it's 2016. Maybe I'm the one with the fetish, right? Maybe I'm just into white dudes. Maybe I like guys that like hummus and brunch and Bill Murray and ultimate frisbee. Maybe that's what I'm into. I like it. It makes you think that that stereotype can go across all cultures, right? Maybe that same logic is flipped around. You guys know the other one, right? You don't? Well, today you're gonna learn, right? The one about black men and chubby white women, right? You guys don't look surprised. You guys know. Well, maybe it's just like me. Maybe it's the opposite, right? Maybe it's chubby white women going after African American men because black is slimming. But more importantly, filling.
Doc McStuffins, I don't know if you know who Doc McStuffins is. Doc McStuffins is killing the game right now, okay? Doc McStuffins is a toy that fixes other toys' boo-boos, okay? If you're a toy, you got a boo-boo, you're in luck, the doc is in, she'll fix you up. As a result of that, my daughter loves Band-Aids, right? Like loads and loads of Band-Aids. And like, baby, you like Band-Aids? Daddy gonna get you Band-Aids. So we got Band-Aids all over her legs, Band-Aids all over her arms, Band-Aids all over her face, and at last count, we're at 327 Band-Aids. And it's weird when we go out. Yeah, because people don't know that she likes Band-Aids, okay? They just look at me like I'm a bad father. Like I hit her 327 times. Like I'm Adrian Peterson or somebody. And I'm trying to be pro-black, so I'm like, you know what, baby? Not only is daddy gonna get you Band-Aids, daddy gonna get you black Band-Aids. You know they don't make black Band-Aids? Yeah, you can't find black Band-Aids anywhere. It's the last bastion of racism. You can't find black Band-Aids. I know because I called Walgreens, I called CVS, I even called Africa. I was like, Africa, do you have any black Band-Aids? Africa was like, no, we do not have. Not only that, it's no nice way to ask for black Band-Aids, right? Because every time I ask for black Band-Aids, it always comes off like I'm a militant Black Panther from the 1960s. I asked the guy at Walgreens, hey, Mr. Walgreens, how you doing? Do you have any black Band-Aids? What he heard was, look here, Cracker O'Fay, where are the black Band-Aids? And he got really nervous. He didn't know how to respond. We don't have any black Band-Aids. All we have is electrical tape. So now I'm at home cutting up electrical tape, trying to make my own black Band-Aids, right? And I'm putting little cotton balls on it. You know they don't make black cotton balls? Yeah, you can't find black cotton balls anywhere. It's the second to last bastion of racism. You would think we would have black cotton balls with our relationship with cotton and all, but no. You can't find black cotton balls.
I live in Washington State. They legalized marijuana, which is cool, but not for me because I don't like smoking weed, guys, because I have epilepsy, so my brain already does stuff I don't want it to do all the time. That usually makes crowds uncomfortable. But it's okay, I only have seizures when you don't laugh at the jokes. But I was recently at a friend's house in Southern California and they were smoking a joint and I'm 36 and peer pressure is a bitch. And they got around to me and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna smoke that. And I grabbed it and my friend's wife came out of the kitchen. She's like, Scotty, you don't have to smoke that, man. I know you don't like it. And I was like, get out of my face, man, I'm an adult. And then 5 minutes later, I went and found her in the kitchen. And I was like, dude, you had a really good point about drug use. She's like, it's gonna be okay, Scott. We're gonna make dessert together. Do you like dessert? I love dessert. How did you know? She's like, cool, man. We're gonna make dessert. But I need you to do me a favor. You see, we're gonna crush up a bunch of candy bars to go in this dessert. So I need you to go in the garage and get me a hammer. Can you do that? I was like, right now I can do anything. So I walked into her garage, I found the hammer hanging up right where she said it would be, and I made it about 5 steps down the hallway, and I looked at my hand, and I thought, why the hell do I have a hammer? Was I planning to kill her with this hammer? This is the worst case scenario. So I got totally freaked out, and I put the hammer on the ground. And I got myself together and I walked back into the kitchen and I found her standing there and I was like, dude, crazy question. Did you ask me to get you a hammer for some reason? And she smiled and she looked at me and she said, yeah, Scott, we have had this conversation 4 times.
Live tweeting the show right now. Join me and use hashtag LaughsTV. Actually, I'm just shopping for suede knee-high boots, but tweet me and we'll discuss.
This is my favorite job I've ever had, being a stand-up comedian, and it's not a bad gig either. You know, you make about like $200 an hour. Worked about 8 hours last year, so it's a give and take. You know, a lot of ups and downs, like poker, big swings, right? But there are perks. Like this last year, I got to do 2 weeks of shows in the Bahamas, which I thought was pretty cool. And, oh, cool, some people have been, nice. If you haven't been, I'm not bragging. I was actually broke, like ridiculously. Like, I didn't know you could be pissed off in paradise, but I pulled it off. It was impressive. I never thought I could get into a fight with a palm tree, sir. I did it, okay? I did it. What was cool, though, is they gave us free access to this. They had a water park there, and they have this huge water slide called the Leap of Faith, where you drop 90 feet and you go through a shark tank. Sounds awesome. I was like, let's do it. I can't afford eggs in this place. I'm rooting for the shark. Get me out of here, right? What they don't tell you is that shark tank that you go through is kind of irrelevant because you're going 190 miles an hour on your ass. Yeah, there's no sightseeing on that ride. I didn't see a shark. I didn't see anything, okay? Except my life flashed before my eyes. It was terrifying. And you're going so fast, when you hit the water at the bottom, it's not just your bathing suit you're pulling out. You know what I mean? No. It's like a couple lawn chairs, a small child. Some woman's coming up to me freaking out. Where's my kid? I'm like, stop yelling at me. I gotta relax to get him out. I'm pretty sure I just found the shark. Give me a minute. And I'll work on your precious angel.
Do we have any Middle Easterners here tonight? All right, 3. All right, looks like I'm skipping the next joke, right? It only takes 1, right? JK. JK, everybody. They seem cool. I actually recently got the new iPhone with Siri on it. Siri is racist. Siri does not understand Indians at all. Siri only understands white people, and that's it. Every commercial is white people showing up. Beep, beep, Siri, could you tell Michael and Jason that me and Ben are on the way, please? Beep, beep, message sent, no problem there. Then I use it with my Indian cousins' names, and all hell breaks loose, right? Then I use them like, beep, beep, Siri, could you tell Rajinder, Patinder, and Satinder that me and Priya are on the way, please? Beep, beep. We located 5 7-Elevens in your area. That's hella racist. I don't appreciate this at all.
Okay, to answer your big question on Twitter, yes, I do share a name with the American gladiator Lace. And no, my parents did not have proper supervision when they were teenagers. I mean, I'm totally fine with teens having babies, just don't let them name them. More laughs coming up. Welcome back to Laughs. Would you believe me if I told you we had some of the funniest comics in America on tonight's show? Well, we do. And if you don't believe me, here's proof.
I like going to my white friends' houses. When you go to white people's houses and tell them that you like something, they let you have it. And I got a lot of nice stuff in my house. Try it. Just go to one of your white friends' house and be like, Bob, that's a nice painting. You like it? Drew, take it. I think I will, Bob. I think I will take that painting. And that's a nice lamp, too. As a matter of fact, all this stuff is nice. Back the car up. So I've taken the time to pay attention to the things other people don't pay attention to. Like, white people, you're prepared to be drunk better than we are. I used to think you just like to do a lot of outdoor activities. That's why you have canoes on the top of your cars and mountain bikes on the back. And then I realized that's not what it's for. They're prepared to be drunk. Talking to one of my white friends the other day. I said, what you do last Friday? He said, man, I got so drunk, drove my truck into a lake, I just got in my canoe and paddled the rest of the way home. And I'm like, I would have drowned because I don't have no canoe on the top of my car. I travel around. This is what I do for a living. I got friends from all walks of life, and I'll share with you some of the things that I've observed. White people that have houses with 3 garage doors, that's where you keep your spaceship. A lot of people don't know that. They think it's for golf carts and boats, but that's where you keep your spaceship, because you're gonna leave Earth and go to another planet, and I'm coming. And I try to tell my black friends all the time, you need white friends with spaceships. White people are cool, but they only gonna take 1 black person per spaceship. And I don't want to be the only black person on the new planet. God forbid somebody's moon rock come up missing. Here we go with this again.
I'm actually trying to eat better. I live with a bunch of roommates, and I'm working on this new diet where I eat just enough of their food to not get caught. It's really good for portion control. If anyone's trying to lose a few pounds, you're welcome. I grew up in Texas, and sex ed was really weird there. Very conservative, very strict. It was all about abstinence, you know. They had this weird activity that they used. This is true. They take the kids, and they put them in a circle, okay? And then they get a peppermint. And they remove the peppermint from its wrapper and have the kids pass it around the circle. And their dirty little fingers, right? See where this is going. And when the peppermint makes it all the way around the circle, they go, see, kids, you would not want to eat that peppermint. That's why you should not have sex. Yeah, isn't this more about wearing a condom than anything else? Put the wrapper back on the peppermint, pass it around all day, you know, enjoy your life. Have adventures, meet people, fall in love. Just be safe, that's all. Why'd you take the wrapper off?
Are you having fun yet? I am too. Now stop it, because we gotta take a break. More fun and funny coming up right here on Laughs. Welcome back to our Comics Choice episode of Laughs. I'm Lace Larrabee, a comic, and here's my choice.
Are you guys on Tinder? I hate Tinder. I hate when women have one picture on Tinder and there's like 5 women in the picture. How do I know which one is Megan? It's like 4 supermodels and one girl in the corner eating a stick of butter. I'm asking leading questions like, hey, Megan, do you like butter? One woman on Tinder, her only picture was a cat. Not her and the cat. Just the cat. Lady, what man are you trying to get with the cat? Do you want a guy who swipes on the cat? That guy is a pervert. That's the worst date. She's like, so how long have you lived in LA? He's like, where's the cat? I swiped on Garfield. Who are you? Who are you? And I suck on Tinder because I'll match with a girl, I'll say hi, and she won't respond. And my roommate, Darren, he's like, Erik, they're women. They get like 1 million highs a day. He's like, the trick is you have to ask them like an unusual question, so they're curious, they're compelled to answer, now you're talking. I'm like, oh, I got this. So the next girl I matched with, I'm like, has you ever had sex on an air mattress? She's like, no. I'm like, well, then you need to come over. Also, can you bring an air mattress? Because I sleep on the floor. She's like, I am not having sex with you. I'm like, would you mind dropping off the air mattress? The sex was just a clever ruse.
You guys enjoying your summer? It's been a little hot for my liking. It's been a very warm summer. When you're a thick woman in the summertime, you gotta take certain measures to prevent your demise. You gotta keep your thighs apart all the time, right? Some people know. My thighs are trying to destroy each other every day. You gotta keep them separated like angry dogs. Because if you bring them together, violence will happen and like a rapper will get arrested. It's the worst. Handle it. I'm one of those pear-shaped BBWs. You guys can see me. I have a smaller bust, bigger caboose, which is fine with me. Everybody in this room knows bigger the backyard, higher the property value. What's up? You guys? Okay. Bunch of real estate moguls in the house tonight. All right. That's cool. Sometimes I tell that joke out of town. People don't know what I'm talking about. They're like, we rent, we have a patio. Is that the same thing? No. It's adorable. I did mention that my thighs are trying to destroy each other, but I do appreciate my thighs. I'm very body positive at this point in my life. I love my thighs. My thighs provide excellent protection to my vagina. Really, that thigh gap stuff is just security breach as far as I'm concerned. Simply a liability. You gotta fortify the castle walls to protect the princess, is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
Hey, it's me. They asked me to tell you that it's time for a commercial and that my favorite bit is coming up next. So that's what I'm doing. Stick around for more laughs. Welcome back to Laughs. They let me save my favorite comedian for the end of the show, so here it is, your last laugh.
You guys travel to Walgreens often? I love Walgreens, man. I love it. I went there to buy 2 specific things, a pregnancy test and a bottle of red wine. Which may sound abrasive, but is actually the perfect combination in that scenario. Because no matter what the intended outcome of that pee stick is, that bottle of wine is getting drank, okay? Celebratory or sorrow, I don't know, you decide. So I'm standing at the counter waiting, and the guy scans my 2 items and looks up at me with his doughy little eyes, and he's like, would you like to top your evening off with a nice bag of pistachios? No. How about some 2-for-1 Almond Joy? Is it not clear that I just want to grab these 2 items, run home, sit in the bathroom for 10 minutes to find out whether I'm with or without child? Yes, I'll take the pistachios. Screw it. Walgreens gets you every time. If you're wondering in the back, no. And yes, the bottle got drank. Quite rapidly.
That's it. That's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Lace Larrabee, and I'm pretty sure I aced this hosting thing. So now you'll see me every week. I'm gonna be their new permanent host, whether they like it or not. I'm not leaving. I'm staying right here. I did good. Don't kick me out. I'm staying right here. Don't call security. Seriously, let me stay.
Hey, Mike, you should subscribe. Are you like totally freaking out because I said your name right now? Subscribe and I'll tell you how I did it.